What's up, everybody? My name is Jared, this is the Game Room, and today, it's time to hit the reset button. Alright, so today we are going to be opening up an Evolutions Elite Trainer box. That's right, these things have been gone for quite some time. Evolutions came out in 2016, so how on earth did I find an Evolutions Elite Trainer box just like a couple weeks ago? I'll let you know in a little bit. First, I want to let everybody know that I post videos once a week on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So if you guys are enjoying the content, if you like video games, or if you like Pokemon cards, hit the subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. And we're going to get into that opening here in a second. But first, I did want to bring up what I talked about at the intro about hitting the reset button. So this is gonna kind of be like my Pokemon card extravaganza or story so far since I brought the channel back, really. You guys might have seen a few videos back where I did that Pokemon mailbag. Yeah, I bought a lot of stuff. A lot of Pokemon cards, a lot of Pokemon card products, and you saw that in that video. So I've had to kind of dial it back on the budget aspect here. I think I kind of explained this a little bit in the Jared's Game Room Returns deep dive, but my wife and I, we allocate a certain amount of funds every month for personal expenses or personal, I don't know what you would call it, just a certain amount of funds that we can use however we want, not necessarily for the family, but just, for instance, my wife has a certain amount that she spends on clothes every month, or home decor that we wouldn't necessarily buy just off the cuff. It's kind of just like personal money for us. I use all mine for, my hobbies, so video games, Pokemon cards. And it's not really a lot of money, but when I started opening up cards again, I bought a lot of those products. Kind of gave myself a little advance on my personal allocation, I guess. So yeah, I kind of went in the hole a little bit, and by a little bit I mean like a lot. So a lot of what I've been doing this week is trying to get back to the black. So I'm sure you guys know that there are a couple of new sets coming out. Well, Darkness Ablaze already came out, and then there's going to be Champion's Path, which is set to come out in December, or not December, yeah, September. It's kind of like the holiday set. There's actually going to be one more set after that in November called Vivid Voltage. But I had actually pre-ordered a lot of products for Darkness Ablaze and Champion's Path. All of that, all of those pre-orders were done through Mystical Games and Collectibles, a company that I mentioned last week in my video. Same company I bought that Sword and Shield Build and Battle box from. And at the time when I made that video, I recommended them highly because they had always, I say always, but in the short time that I've been buying products, they've had sales, usually lower prices than most other outlets. But apparently they ran into some financial trouble over the last few weeks, trying to fulfill pre-orders for not only Darkness Ablaze, but I think there was also some Magic the Gathering and maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh! That they've been struggling with. And I think it all has to do with some kind of a lawsuit between Magic, or I think Wizards of the Coast. Do they still make the Magic cards? I'm not sure, but whoever makes Magic, and then some distributor that they were using to purchase product from. Apparently they were like given, like, I don't know, 30 days past the release date of those sets to pay for the stuff, but now they have to pay for it up front or something along those lines. Well, the short of it is Darkness Ablaze release date came around, and I'm expecting to get Darkness Ablaze Elite Trainer boxes, booster boxes, theme decks, all that stuff, and it doesn't come. So I'm like, what's going on here? Well, they've been pretty open about it and pretty honest, which I'll give them that, but they basically said, we're waiting on this money from this investor or whatever. It never came through. They ended up having to cancel all of the Darkness Ablaze pre-orders, and this was just like a couple days ago. And then it's like, well, that's okay. I was in the hole anyway. Getting that money back is probably not a bad thing. So I was like, well, I ordered a bunch of Champions Path stuff too from them. Maybe I should just ask for a refund for that as well. So I did. Turns out, since they did not pay for their Darkness Ablaze stuff on time, their distributor pretty much shut the door on them for Champions Path as well. So they actually ended up canceling all their Champions Path pre-orders as well. So they're hurting pretty bad. At this time, I cannot recommend them. Maybe if they, survive this and don't falter on their pre-orders for a few months, maybe I'll go back to them and purchase some stuff. But they were relying on, it seemed like they were relying on gap funding, and that's just not going to work for them going forward. So hopefully they get it straightened out. I did enjoy their company. I liked their owner. He was actually very nice when I was purchasing from them. He sent me an email and thanked me for buying the product. So, I really do like their company. I hope they pull through it, but I can't recommend them right now. Anyway, I got all that money back from the Darkness Ablaze pre-orders and the Champions Path pre-orders. I was still in the hole a little bit, so I actually this week have been working on selling some of my boxed NES games, which I kind of feel bad about that, but on the other hand, I have multiple avenues to play those games. I've got the NES Classic, I've got the Nintendo Switch online service, so I wasn't too attached to those NES games, and I did end up being able to sell enough of them to get back to the black. So, with that, I have to kind of hit the reset button and change up my collecting strategy here. So and I probably should have done like a more thorough budget before I started, into the hobby. But at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy 2 of everything, keep one sealed, open the other. That's not gonna work financially for me, obviously. I was getting pretty in the hole already. So I've been watching David Person, like I mentioned last week as well. He claims to be the #1 American English Pokemon card collector. And his advice for kind of investing or collecting long term as far as sealed products, and I've also heard Primetime Pokemon talk about this as well. Buy booster boxes. Booster boxes are your safest bet if you want to be able to purchase and then sell later on to make a profit. So, the lowest price you're going to see on a booster box is always when it first comes out. They always appreciate in value. Some appreciate more than others and quicker than others, but they always appreciate in value. And it may take a year, it may take 10 years, but they always go up. So your safest bet is to do booster boxes. So I am going to try, as the funds allow it, I'm going to try and get 2 of every booster box, starting with the Sword and Shield sets. And then any special sets like Champion's Path, Hidden Fates, the holiday sets, 2 of every Elite Trainer box, because they don't have booster boxes for those sets. I think I'm also going to do 2 of every Elite Trainer box for all the other sets. Keep 1 sealed, open 1. Obviously, I've already opened a lot of Elite Trainer boxes, as you see from my background every week. I think I'm up to either 8 or 9 now. I think this week will be number 9. But Pokemon's an expensive hobby, and it can get away from you pretty quickly. I still do enjoy it though, and I just need to be smarter about it. And I would advise everyone else out there to be smart about it too. Stay within your budget. But we're back in the black. We're good. Let's see. What was I gonna say next? So 2 of every booster box, 2 of every Elite Trainer box, and then I'll only purchase 1 of any other product. So collection boxes, theme decks, blisters, stuff like that, as I have leftover funds. So first and foremost, booster boxes and Elite Trainer boxes, and then everything else after that. Alright, so we got that out of the way. I really kind of wanted to explain that because that's really going to affect what content you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of just straight pack openings because of the booster boxes, obviously. And then the Elite Trainer boxes will give me an opportunity to kind of do a set overview or summary. All those products that I bought and showed in that Pokemon mailbag, I was planning on keeping some of those sealed. I'm going to open those now, so you're going to see those products in some of my future videos. But let's get to this week's video, and I'm going to cut to the binder right now. Alright guys, so we are opening Evolutions this week, the Evolutions Elite Trainer box. Now let me tell you about how I got my hands on these. These things have been going on eBay for $70 to $100 each. Because they were out of print for a long time, you couldn't buy them in a store. The Charizard one usually goes for more, obviously, because Charizard. But all of a sudden, like a few weeks ago, people noticed that Walmart had restocked these things. And there were certain regions around the country that were getting them. I don't know if we got them where I live. I checked, but I don't get out to the store that often, especially now with COVID and stuff. But I never saw any. I never saw any price tags or even a spot for them. But they were popping up all over the country, and then one day they came up online, and Walmart's selling them for $30 too. $29.99. They retail for $39.99. I don't know what happened. Either the Pokemon Company or Walmart had a bunch of overstock or something, and they just wanted to get rid of them, so they put them on sale for $30. They're selling like hotcakes. I mean, people are buying them 6 at a time when they find them in the store, and they're hoping to turn them around. I have seen the price on them go down on eBay. They were last I checked, you could get one for like $55, but that's I wouldn't advise anybody to buy them for that price right now, because there's a chance you could find them in a store for $30, or you could find them online like I did for $30. They did pop up on Walmart's website one day for $30, and I just happened to be able to go there quickly and get 4 of them. So I got 2 of each. So 2 of the Charizard and 2 of the Blastoise. I'll keep 1 of each color sealed. And I'm going to open the Blastoise today, and then we're going to open the Charizard sometime in the future. So, let's go over the Evolution set. So, Evolutions was released November 2nd, 2016. So, it is almost 4 years old. All the way back in X and Y. So, this is before Generation 7. This is Generation 6 we're talking about. It consists of 108 cards and 5 secret cards. The pack artworks, which I already have all the pack artworks in my binder, so we are going to be able to open all of the boosters out of this box today. But the 4 pack artworks are of Mega Venusaur, Mega Charizard Y, Mega Blastoise, and Raichu. There were 2 theme decks with this set, Mewtwo Mayhem and Pikachu Power. I don't have either of those, but hopefully I'll get those in the future. This was the 13th set in the X and Y series, and if you want to count X and Y Break, I guess that would be like the from Breakthrough, so it was Breakthrough, Breakpoint, Generations, Fates Collide, and Evolutions, and Steam Siege. That would be your breaks. Maybe they're not counting Generations in there, but it says it's 5th in the X and Y Break series. Last set in X and Y. And this was like their 20th anniversary thing they did. They wanted to go back and reprint a lot of the base set cards, so that's what you see in this set. A lot of the first generation Pokemon and first generation cards, as well as the old card style. So it's got like the old yellow border, and I guess they all have the yellow border now, but I think the thin HP as well, just like it was on the Shadowless cards, so you'll see that. So let's look at the binder. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different this week as far as the binder. I'm going to cut off the face cam so you can see more of it. And I'll try and get rid of that glare there. But you've seen this before in one of my previous videos when I opened Evolutions, but kind of do a binder update every time I open a set in a video. So another thing I do is I also show you the top 5 most valuable cards that I currently own. So the first one I want to show you is the Poliwrath Holo Rare down here. This one is currently worth 93 cents. And then his brother right here, the reverse version, is worth 77 cents. So those are 2 of my most valuable. I like Poliwrath as a Pokemon. When I first got into Pokemon, I think Poliwhirl was the first Pokemon that really caught my eye. So I really like Poliwhirl and Poliwrath, obviously. As you can see here, I got Charmander, Charmeleon, no Charizard yet. So we're looking for Charizards today. The next card I want to show you, I just recently pulled in the last video where I opened up Evolutions. This Nidoking right here. This one is a holo rare. It's going for $1.37. So glad to have that one in the collection now. I actually have a non-holo version. I believe I got that out of like a... I can't remember what I got that out of. I think I just got that from like a bulk purchase I bought like a year ago from eBay. Probably came in like a theme deck or something. Alright, and then the next card I want to show. Let's look at these here for a second. So you've got a couple of Mewtwo, couple versions of Mewtwo up here. Got a lot of the reverses. I think I have all of the rare cards so far. I think there's 9 rares. I think I have every single one of them in the regular version. The next card is this Chansey. This actually reverse version of Chansey is worth 71 cents. It's worth more than the holo version, which is kind of peculiar, but... And then the final page are the trainers. So here's a look at the trainers. Misty's Determination. There's a full art of that. I don't have that one yet. And the final card that I want to show you is the Mewtwo EX full art, which is gone up in price a little bit. It's worth $7.03. And here's the secret rare that I have, the Imakuni's Doduo. And that's it. So, now, like I always do, I want to go over the 5 cards, top 5 cards that we would want to pull today. So these are the top 5 most valuable cards in the set that I don't already own. So, obviously the first one, there's going to be a lot of Charizards on this list. So, first one is the regular Charizard Holo Rare. It's going for $32.70 right now. The Mega Charizard EX Full Art Ultra Rare, $30.30. And these prices have actually gone down a little bit. I think it might be due to these Evolutions boxes coming out at a discount. Kind of lowered the value of some of these cards. The next one, which I realized I hadn't been including reverse versions of the top 5 wanted cards before, so I've corrected that. If there's a reverse version of a card that's pretty valuable, you'll see that in this list. So third is the Charizard Reverse Holo Rare. which is going for $24.86. Next we have Mega Charizard EX, the regular version, just $10.85. And then the Mega Blastoise EX Full Art Ultra Rare, which is currently going for $8. So hopefully we pull one of those, maybe. That would be my hope for today. But let's get into this box. So, as you can see, we've got Blastoise on the cover. Mega Blastoise, I believe. It's got the cool little cannon on the top there and the two on his arms. Let's see what comes in the box. This is going to be pretty standard. We've got the booster back, 8 booster packs, the card sleeves, energy cards, player's guide, the dice, the coin flip die, and the condition markers. Yeah, that's pretty much what you always get with these $40 versions. As you can see, they have the Darkness, Metal, and Fairy energies as part of the set, even though they weren't out back when the base set came out. That's a look at the contents. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Yeah, I could keep these sealed and resell them. Probably double my money at least, but you know, I like to open cards. I don't want to be a scalper. So we are going to open one of each of these at least. And Evolutions is pretty popular right now. There for a while, people were kind of getting tired of Evolutions, but now that it's not as easy to find, it's kind of getting a little bit more popular and a little bit more valuable. I think a booster box is going for like $130 right now. Originally it would have been like $90. Of course, we've got the player's guide. Let's see if we can get through this semi-quickly here. So very nice. We got the Mega Venusaur, Mega Blastoise, Mega Charizard Y as your mascots for the set. Poor Venusaur, he never catches a break. He didn't get an Elite Trainer box, but yeah, and this set does have the break cards, so there's a look at some of those. It's going to have mega versions of some of these Pokemon. And we'll probably skip most of the meat of this, kind of look at some of the artwork. So we've got a Pidgeot. There is a Mega Pidgeot in this set. Dragonite. Alright, so here's the set list. You can look at some of the cards here. So yeah, there's the couple that we want to pull there, the 2 Charizards on this page, and then there should be another one here. Mega Charizard EX. We've got a Ninetales break. I think I might actually... No, I don't have that one yet. I don't have any of the break cards yet. Got Mega Blastoise EX down here. We want that one for sure. Pikachu. It just kind of brings you back to 1999 or 8, or whenever you started collecting Pokemon cards. All these artworks are very familiar. I remember that Machamp card was like my very first like stage 2 card that I got. First Pokemon product that I ever got as a kid was the 2-player base set CD-ROM starter kit. It came with like a CD-ROM where you could kind of play on your computer, and it came with the Machamp It actually had a first edition stamp on it when it wasn't actually first edition. And it was like a Cosmos foil, and I think I still have it. It's going for quite a bit of money, PSA 10 graded, that Cosmos version of that card, which you could only, I believe you could only get out of that 2-player CD-ROM starter deck. I still don't have I don't have the starter deck still. I had it for a long time, but it just got in really bad condition, and before I got back into Pokemon, I ended up getting rid of most of it. I kept the cards, but got rid of most of the rest of it. Maybe I'll pick one of those back up one of these days, but there's that Mega Pidgeot EX. Mega Dragonite here, regular Dragonite EX, and then you got all the energies. The energies were in the set, in base set. They usually don't include the energy cards in the set, but they did for this one. And here's a look at some of those full art cards. So here's the one that I have, the Mewtwo, and then we've got these two are two that we want to pull, the Charizard and the Blastoise. Here's your golden Dragonite card, which would be a pretty sweet card to pull. Got your full art trainers from the original anime, so Brock and Misty here. And then these are your 5 secret rares. So you got a flying Pikachu and a surfing Pikachu. And here comes Team Rocket down here. Mewtwo and Pikachu on this page here. And then look at the theme decks. So we got Mewtwo Mayhem and Pikachu Power. Alright, so that's the player's guide. Let's open the box. I'm gonna put that back there. Okay, so now this gets me thinking. This is much better organized than these would have been when they first came out. So this is obviously a reprint. Yeah, I don't think the original ones would have had this nice divider. This would have been more of like a big mess in here. But let us go ahead, pull out the packs, and let's see, got the code. These are your card dividers, which I always like to get. Blastoise. Got your sleeves. And then your energy cards. Yeah, these are the energies with the set symbol on them, so guaranteed that we have all of the energies from the set, probably. I mean, they're probably all in there. Try not to open those packs of energies if I can help it. I like to kind of pull the energies from the packs. But here are the dice and the coin flip die. And then finally the condition markers. So those are the contents. And I'm going to break here one more time so we can get through the packs without my camera shutting off. So I will see you in a second. Alright, here we go. Let's get into the packs. So we get to open all 8 of these packs this time because we already have the artworks. So we've got Charizard, Raichu. We're gonna save Charizard for last, obviously. We'll open Raichu first, and then we'll go with Venusaur. Got 2 of those. We got 2 Charizards, 2 Blasts. We got 2 of each. All right, here we go. Our first Evolutions pack of this Elite Trainer box. Oh, that opened super nicely. Already see a Pikachu. Very nice. I love opening Evolutions. Alright, so Evolutions is X and Y, so it's 3 and then 2. Oh, that's right. I don't believe there are any energies in X and Y. So, alright. First card, Pikachu. I kind of repositioned the lighting a little bit this week, so hopefully the shadow that was in the previous videos is gone. But now we've got a Machop, Growlithe, Onix, Nidoran Male. I swear I have about 20 copies of this card in my collection. It's by, well, maybe not by far, but it's definitely the card that I have the most copies of. Right. Kakuna. Yeah, we're gonna open them. We're gonna do this. Charmeleon. How many commons is that? Okay. Yeah, there's no energy, so that was an uncommon. Charmeleon's an uncommon. Professor Oak's Hint. The reverse is a Weedle. That is just a common. And the final card is a Mewtwo, non-holographic rare. This card was holographic in base set, and they made it a non-holo in Evolutions. Alright, so that was your first pack. Pack number 2 is Venusaur. Yeah, these are opening super easily. Almost like... Okay, so it is, yeah, it's possible to get an energy. You're not guaranteed an energy, because the energies are part of the set. So we got 3 and then 2 again. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy that says the card trick every time I do the card trick. Alright. Fighting type energy. Staryu. Tangela. Try and get rid of that shadow there. I think I need like one more light. Rattata. Weedle. Pokédex. Potion. Magmar. In the reverse is a Caterpie. So we got a Weedle and a Caterpie. That's a common. And the final card. Ooh, holographic Mew. I did not know this card was holographic. Very nice. Alright. And this obviously... I don't know if this artwork was in any previous sets. I definitely know it wasn't in base set. I have to look that up and see if this artwork was in any other sets. But very excited. I love Mew. So there's one pool for today. Alright, Blastoise pack. Yeah, so guys, what's your favorite card from, we'll just go with like base set, fossil, and jungle. What's your favorite card from those first few sets? And a lot of people are probably gonna say Charizard, but let me know in the comments section below. I didn't say it that time. Alright, we got a Poliwag, Diglett. I had a lot of copies of that card growing up because Diglett was, you got like 4 copies of that card in that CD-ROM set. Seal. There's another one of those Nidoran males. Ponyta. Revive. Haunter. There's a cool looking card. Very iconic right there. Brock's Grit. The reverse is a Diglett. And the final card is a Farfetch'd non-holographic rare. That Diglett was a common, so just rolling with the Mew here, going into our 4th pack. Super easy to open these things. If you want to be able to save pack artworks, get these like re-released ETBs, because these are opening super easily. Alright. Got a Rattata, or Rattata, Caterpie, Magnemite, Voltorb, Sandshrew. Yeah, and if you notice the HP, I kind of talked about this earlier. The HP is thinner on these cards. The font is thinner than what you would normally see on another set. And that's how it was with the shadowless cards. Well, obviously, one way to tell if a card was shadowless was if it had this shadow right here on the picture outline. But another way would be to tell by the font here on the HP. If it was thinner, then it was a shadowless card. And we got a Maintenance. Alright, we got a secret rare. I don't have this one yet. The Executor. Secret rare. Very nice. I need to look up what the story behind that card is. Misty's Determination. Oh, we got a reverse Grass Energy. Just a common, and the final card looks to be something. It is a Dragonite GX. Very nice pull here. I love Dragonite. Been seeing a lot of memes lately where it's like Dragonite talking to Charizard, and he's like, you know, you are able to be called a flying Pokemon, Charizard, but you are still not at the level of Dragon type. So, I think Dragonite is like one of the, there's like mythical or legendary Pokemon, and then there's like quasi-legendary or something like that. But Dragonite was like the very first one. It's always like, if you look at the numbered set of Pokemon in the Pokedex, it's always like the evolution right before like you get into the legendaries. I know like I think Salamence was one of them. I haven't played all the Pokemon games, so I'm not sure what the other ones are, but all right, we're halfway through. And we've got some pretty decent pulls so far. No full arts or anything crazy yet, but all right. We've got a Voltorb, Poliwag, Ghastly, Magnemite, Seal, Venusaur Spirit Link. Now these cards I believe you have to use with the Mega versions. Yeah, so anytime there's like a Mega version of a Pokemon card, you're gonna have a Spirit Link. So there's like several different Spirit Link trainers. Metapod, and the reverse, no, not the reverse yet. See, there's a Charizard Spirit Link. And the reverse, Coughing, which is a common, I believe. And the final card is a Raticate, non-holographic rare. Actually, I believe that Coughing is an uncommon. Alright, 3 packs left. These are all opening super easily. Yeah, so I'm excited. I not only have this Evolutions Elite Trainer box, but the other one, so we're getting like 16 packs here of Evolutions to open. That's like almost half a booster box. I've been thinking about actually buying some booster boxes of Evolutions before they like skyrocket in price. Alright, and for this pack we've got a Charmander, Diglett, Drowsy, Caterpie, Doduo, double colorless energy. It's a good one to get. Machoke. Yeah, I had a lot of these back in the day too. Coughing. And the reverse. Oh, thought it was the Charizard. Reverse Growlithe, which is a common, and the final card is a Starmie, non-holographic. Yeah, it's exciting when you have a reverse card that's as valuable as that Charizard. You've always got a chance to pull it, to pull something worth. It's like the 4th most valuable card in the whole set. Is that reverse? Alright. Second to last pack here. Hoping my phone battery's not going to die on me, but alright, we've got Staryu. Oh, Metal type energy. I don't think I have that one yet. Growlithe, Ghastly, Charmander, Metapod, Professor Oak's Hint, Coughing, the reverse, Charizard Spirit Link, and the final card is a Dugong, non-holographic. The pools have kind of cooled down here. We got a final pack, Charizard. Excited to see what my evolution set counts are going to look like after this. And the only evolutions that I'd pulled or opened before this was like anything that came in like a collection box or something like that. So never really pulled this much evolutions at one time. But for our final pack, we've got Darkness type energy, Magikarp, there we go. I always like looking at the attacks on the Magikarp cards because they're really funny. Flail, this attack does 10 damage times the number of damage counters in this Pokemon. Well, the total number of damage counters you could have is 2 because his HP is only 30. So it's kind of funny. There's some really funny Magikarp cards out there. Weedle, Electabuzz, Drowsy, Charmeleon, another double colorless energy, and the reverse. No, not the reverse yet. Devolution Spray. And this should be the reverse. It is a Metapod. And the final card is a Doug Trio, non-holographic. Alright, so let's go ahead and summarize the pools real quick. So we got the... First up, we got the Secret Rare Executor. So I've got 2 out of the 5 secret rares now. Got the holographic Mew. Very nice. And then we also got Dragonite EX. Alright, so here at the end, I want to introduce a new segment. I'm going to just simply call it Channel Spotlight. So this will be a segment each week where I highlight or talk about a channel that I've been watching or I think is interesting. You know, I like the Pokemon community and I think it's important that we all support each other. So I'm kind of trying to do my part here and talk about a channel that I like every week. So first channel that I want to mention, and he's mentioned me in like his last 3 videos, it's Crowing Commandos. And Rooster over there is the leader, I guess, of the Commandos. I think there are at least a couple other Commandos. I think one is Squiggles. I think there's another one called Red Lion or maybe Sarge. Not exactly sure if there's any others beyond that, but Rooster just recently got back into collecting Pokemon cards, and his last 3 or 4 videos have been about Pokemon cards. Partially due to my influence on him, apparently. So, yeah, he's mentioned me in a few of his videos, so I wanted to mention him here. If you guys like Pokemon cards, comics, board games, Goompla, toys, pops, I mean, he pretty much does anything nerd culture wise. I think maybe his main focus has been board games. I'm not exactly sure what the history of the Commandos is, but I've watched a lot of his videos. He did one recently where he and I believe it was Squiggles ordered like a pallet of different types of meats. I think it was from a company called Mythical Meats or something like that, and they kind of tasted each one and tried to guess what they thought the meat was, and it had different flavors, and that was kind of entertaining to watch. And I've enjoyed his Pokemon content the last few weeks, so yeah, go check him out. Give him a subscribe. I'm sure he would really appreciate it. And let him know that Jared's Game Room sent you. But other than that, that's it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. My name is Jared, and I will see you guys next time in the Game Room. There we go.